On divorce court today. High school sweethearts have weathered a terrible storm. Gregory was hit by a bus and spent 3 of their 5 years together in a wheelchair. Mariza nursed him back to health, but now their marriage is falling apart. Mariza Fleming and Gregory Womack have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toller to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Ms. Fleming, Mr. Womack, the two of you have been married for 2.5 years. Even though you're only 21, you were high school sweethearts. They got together under a difficult circumstance. You want to get divorced now. You want transitional support. But before we get to that, Ms. Fleming, tell me what difficult circumstance brought you two together?
He was in a car accident. And when I first met him, I would wheel him in a wheelchair to go to class every day. And then he couldn't walk at the time that I met him. And then he started walking our junior, senior year of high school. And that kind of like brought us together. Through that, you know, just kind of like helping him get out of that. Come to that.
But you liked him though, right?
Yeah, he was funny. You know, it was, you know, difficult in my life because I was going through a lot. And here I was with this kid that went through this traumatic experience. And I wanted that happiness that he had.
So he was happy, even though he was in the wheelchair, he had a good, positive spirit.
Yeah, he was doing wheelies through the hallways of high school and just laughing and joking.
Mr. Womack, is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. And when did the relationship turn from aid and fellow student to love?
Our senior year of high school, we went to prom together.
And how old were you when you got married?
18.
18, both of you, and you have no children. Whee! I'm just so excited. I don't know what to do. You've only been married 2.5 years, Ms. Fleming. What's so wrong?
Well, we don't have children because we don't have sex.
At all?
At all. No, we had sex on our honeymoon, and then after that, nothing else. I can say maybe within the 2.5 years, maybe 10 times.
Mr. Womack, as gently as possible, can you tell me why sex isn't happening?
Your Honor, I love this girl with everything that's in me. And when I found out what she did, it broke my heart, you know?
What did she do?
Found out she cheated on me with her ex-boyfriend.
When?
This was like first year we were married.
Did you cheat on Mr. Womack during your first year of marriage?
Your Honor, we have needs. You know, women have needs, and he wasn't giving it. And I had to fulfill those needs. And I tried. You know, I brought it to him. I let him know, you know, that this isn't working out. You know, something needs to change. And he didn't fulfill my needs, so.
She's contending that the sex stopped before the cheating happened. Is that accurate?
No, Your Honor. We would have sex, but not that much because I would be working, you know? And I would be tired when I come home from work. So it's like, come home, sleep, eat dinner, and then go back to work.
Right.
It felt like a routine, so, you know, I was just tired.
Right.
Too tired for this.
Do you feel like, sex or no sex, do you feel like in your relationship she felt valued and honored? I know not often, but sometimes people who work hard and bring in money say, listen, I'm handling the bills, that should be enough, without really nurturing the marriage. Do you think that maybe that might have been part of the problem?
No, it's like, I look at it as if like when we first got together, I respected her, but at sometimes, you know, just being tired and I didn't want her to feel like, you know, I only want to use you for sex. That's just.
If you put a ring on her finger, she's never going to think, all he wants me for is sex. You've done the thing that we want, which is married her. So I'm not quite sure where you got that from. Ms. Fleming, were you from a strict family? Did you feel like in order to date and go out, you had to get married? Because 18 is awfully young to kick off a marriage. Is that what happened?
No, we were dating, and people at my church did think that because we were dating that we needed to, you know, decide what we were going to do. And we started living together. We weren't having sex at the time, but we were living together. So there was a lot of pressure from the church and from my family for us to get married. So, but sex was not just the main factor of saying, okay, well, we're going to get married just because we want to have sex.
Were you ready to get married?
I believe I was at the time, yes.
Were you ready to get married?
my mindset, I believe I was.
But you don't believe so now?
With the way things are going.
Well, what's wrong? So far, I'm not hearing any bad stuff.
I just feel like, Your Honor.
I mean, the no sex, I get that part. I mean, no doubt, I get that. But what's wrong?
Like, with me finding out that she cheated, Your Honor, that I just felt like, that's something that was precious to me with you being my wife, and you gave that away to another man, so why would continue to have sex? And then she would be sneaky, Your Honor, I don't like it, but I would have to go through her phone and see if she's talking to other guys or whatever.
You got to admit, Ms. Fleming, within the first year of marriage, you go out and have sex with another guy. That's got to just, rude, raw, and ratchet. You see why he's upset, don't you? I mean, and you see why there's no sex, right? Even if there wasn't any before, there certainly isn't going to be any now because he's not feeling, he feels like you betrayed him in the most devastating fashion possible. Do you see that?
Yeah, absolutely. But he's not telling the whole story.
Well, tell the whole story.
Well, that's what the problem was. He's saying, I was tired and I come home from work and I'm tired. No, he lost his job within 3 months of us being married after blowing $100,000. So he
Where did he get $100,000?
From his car accident.
Did you blow through $100,000 relatively quickly?
Yes.
And you did so inappropriately, would you not?
I wouldn't say inappropriately. Like
How long did the $100,000 last you?
Half a year.
That was inappropriate. I'm telling you, that's a lot of money to go through in a half a year. Was the $100,000 going towards the medical? That I can understand. You can blow that in 2 weeks in the medical system.
Well, yes, with everything that happened, majority of it went to medical, and some of it, I bought us cars, fully furnished our apartment, bought her a car. I bought my family, helped them pay their bills, the debt that they were in. I was just caring for everybody, It was $100,000. I know it sounds like, yes, a lot, but,
Well, not when the medical bills get through with you.
Right.
If you had to pay the medical bills with that, that's nothing,
No, Your Honor, that's just the first settlement of it. After the $100,000, he got another $8,000 back from Social Security and another $12,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they give it to him in settlements. And I just watched the money roll into the bank accounts.
And roll out.
Yep, and every time he would say, it's not our money, it's not your money, it's my money.
Did you say it's not your money, it's my money?
yes.
Next, are flowers and chocolates a gift or a curse for this couple? Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Divorce Court. Real relationships, raw emotion. Testimony continues now.
So, Mr. Womack, is it the cheating alone that brought you here? Or are there other issues that have brought you to the end of your marital road?
Yes.
What are they?
Like, she would be really controlling.
Explain that to me.
It's like she would tell me that she would want flowers every Friday because the job that I worked at, I got paid weekly. Mm-hmm. And I worked at a chocolate store as well. So she would always want me to bring her chocolates and flowers. And I'm like, with us paying bills, I can't really afford flowers and chocolates every Friday. But then when I would bring it to her, she would be like, I don't want it anymore. And I'm like, after all this I went through to try and get this for you, now you don't want it, because she said she felt like she had to tell me or ask me for it, and then when I would get it, she doesn't want it.
Mrs. Fleming, would you do that?
No, Your Honor, I wouldn't do that.
Tell me about the flowers and the chocolate. What?
Well, from the beginning, him paying the bills, no, I pay all the bills. He pays the electric and the gas bill, which come out to about $20 a month. That compared to your paychecks, you got a lot of money left over to get flowers and chocolates. And it would...
Well, how come you pay most of the bills? He has a full-time job.
He doesn't make anything. I make more money than he does. Majority of the time, he works a part-time job, not a full-time. He's at home. Doesn't clean the dishes, doesn't do the laundry, doesn't do anything. I pay most of the bills.
Does she pay most of the bills?
No, Your Honor, that's not correct. I help her pay some of the bills. If she told me, hey, I'll be short this much, I'll still make a way and do it. And I don't just sit at home.
So she does pay most of the bills. When you say to me, hey, if you're short, I'll make it up, that means she pays most of the bills and you only fill in the gaps.
No, but
Exactly.
we had an agreement that she would be like, okay, you would pay this. Like, all she would just pay was rent. Rent was only $450. If she would be like, I couldn't come up with it, she would pay that. I would put the gas in our cars. I would still give her money for food, still give her money for lunch at work, still pay the electric, cable, internet. I would still pay our phone bills and stuff like that, you know?
Is that how it was? You rent him everything else?
No, Your Honor, because that electric bill went to collection, so he never paid that. My credit is ruined because he didn't pay any of the bills. No, I would ask him to pay, and then he'd be like, yeah, I'll pay it, and then I come home and the lights aren't on.
Has she come home and the lights not been on, Mr. Womack?
Your Honor, that is not correct. She's never came home and the lights are not on. She would tell me, like, they would send it as a disconnection notice, and then I would go pay it last minute. Her being controlling, she would...
Well, now, Mr. Womack, you can see there that coming home to a disconnect notice can be disconcerting and that you're not handling your business because it's going to the point where you get a disconnect notice, right?
Yes.
And according to you, paying the electric bill was your responsibility.
But with her being controlling, she wanted it done when she wanted it done, not when I
No,
had
she
time
wanted
to do
it done when the electric company wanted it done, which is on time, so she wouldn't lose the lights. I mean, that's not being controlling, asking you to pay the electric bill before you get a disconnect notice.
But, Your Honor, if she wants flowers and chocolate, and I'm using the money that I have to pay the electric bill, and then we will get into an argument over flowers and chocolate versus the electric bill. It's
Did
like
you start
gotta
that
put
flowers
you
and
gotta,
chocolate? You know, did you start the flower and chocolate business? Did you or didn't you?
I did.
Now, that's just silly, right?
No, Your Honor, I mean, I'm not getting sex, so I need something.
I stand corrected.
When divorce court continues, will Gregory's temper tantrums, flipping tables, and throwing bikes end this marriage?
Do you think Gregory's accident changed him so much that he is driving Mariza away? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
Ms. Fleming, in your papers, you spent a lot of time telling me about his anger. In the beginning, you told me he was the happiest kid in the world, even when he was in a wheelchair. Why don't you tell me what this anger is and when he displays it? Because I don't see it.
Yeah, and he puts on a really good facade, but his anger is out of control. He'll flip furniture. He'll just yell randomly. You know, when I first encountered this, we got into an argument. And, I think it was just about what to eat. Like, he's really indecisive. He can't make up his mind about, different decisions. And I'll usually have to do that for him. And, for once, I just wanted him to pick dinner, somewhere for us to go. Yeah, just pick one. Just pick, And he gets upset and throws a glass behind the wall. And I'm standing right there in front of me, And I'm like, this, I never saw this before. I never saw this side of him at all. And was just completely frazzled by it.
Was that an unusual event, or has that become commonplace?
Oh, no, that's commonplace. Because now he just flips furniture completely when he gets upset.
Are you angry, Mr. Womack?
Sometimes.
What are you angry about?
Everything.
Why?
It's like, if you were the woman and you feel like you're giving her your all, and nothing you do she accepts, or nothing she looks at, even if you try, she might not see you trying, but you might feel like you're trying, and then you get, I just get upset.
What things do you do for her that you think she doesn't appreciate?
There's been countless of nights where she's tired, and I'm like, I'm tired as well. And what I did for work, Your Honor, is I would lift furniture, I would lift refrigerators. With being disabled, I still did what I had to do for us.
Right.
She wouldn't understand that, so she would be like, I want a massage. I would give her a massage until she falls asleep. Every night, she'd be like, can I get a massage tonight? Can I get a massage tonight? And I'm like, sure. And I would be just frustrated.
Were you asking for that kind of stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Something to make up for the lack of no sex,
Right. Do you think that's why he's angry? Because you asked for too many things?
No, he's not angry about that. He's upset because of his car accident and what happened with that, because his family is controlling, and that's where the feud comes from. He says, I'm controlling. No, his family controls everything.
In what
that he
manner?
does.
What do they do?
Money. One day he comes to pick me up, says he has the rent money in the car, $500. Comes in, I come out, the 500 is magically gone. It's just gone. He has no reconciliation of where it went.
Are you taking care of your other family's economic situation before you're taking care of the one at home?
No, Your Honor. Because at the same time, if my family needed a place to stay, they would come stay with me. But I look at it as if it's me and my wife. She is my immediate family now. My mom and them, they would have the things that they would need. My family, I would try and help them out. If I had it, I had it. If I didn't, I didn't. With her being controlling, she wanted it done. It was either Mariza's way or the highway.
I hear that. I hear what you're saying, but you have to take care of home first before you take care of the home that you used to be in. And I'm thinking that maybe that didn't happen because she was coming home to collection notices knowing that if you had money, you would give it to her family. And I think that's what's upsetting her. That's why she's saying, hey, you're doing it wrong. You feel like she's trying to control you, but she doesn't think you have your priorities straight. Are you with me?
Yes.
I should have you home in the evening when I can't sleep. Right out.
Judge Lynn Toller's ruling next. Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toller's ruling right now.
So, Miss Fleming, you're done. You've had enough.
I'm done.
There's no sex. There's, the money isn't regular. You're cooking. You're doing all the work. There's no reason to be married anymore. Basically, is your position.
Exactly, yeah, because I feel like I'm babysitting.
You're seeking transitional support in the amount of $1,000. Explain the amount and why you think you should get it.
Well, Your Honor, totaling up all the bills and my credit that he ruined because he didn't pay all the bills on time, it makes it hard for me to get an apartment because my credit's ruined, or another car because my credit's ruined. And he did buy the car, but those cars went away in 3 months. The engines blew, and
they weren't in good shape.
Didn't last. No.
And they didn't last. Mr. Womack, is any of that bear any resemblance to you?
No, Your Honor, that's not true. I bought her a car, and what she did with it is she went and got a title loan to give her mother money to move her to another house.
Did you do that?
No, Your Honor. That money that I got from the title loan was to pay the bills that he didn't pay.
That's not correct, Your Honor, because when I asked her where she got the money from, she said my aunt gave it to me for a wedding present. And I'm like, how much was it? She's like, $700. I'm like, no one just gives away $700.
No, Your Honor.
Well, that's given.
No, he gave his mother $5,000 to move to Minnesota. No, so you don't.
Did you give your mom $5,000 to move to Minnesota?
Yes, Your Honor, to give my brothers and sisters a better life that I didn't get to have.
We were staying with my mother.
Mr. Womack, you say you want to save this marriage. Is that right?
That's right, Your Honor.
What do you think is worth saving? You don't want to have sex with her because, she did that to you and you can't get over it, and nobody can blame you for that.
This is, Your Honor, when people get married and you say your vows, it's till death do we part, to cherish and to hold, for good and through bad. The outcome of our marriage was maybe bad, but, years down the line, maybe it could be good. Maybe I will change. Maybe she will change.
Not maybe I will change, maybe she will change. Nobody just changes. Someone makes an effort to change. Right. Are you looking to make an effort to change?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
You're still angry with her about that cheating thing, and I don't blame you. I mean, it's a hard thing to get over, and I can't tell you to get over that. I think you were irresponsible with the money. I think you're a little laissez-faire, lackadaisical, and the money just slips through your hand, and she feels insecure by that because money slips through the hand. She's getting disconnection notice, but, mom's got $5,000 to go to Minnesota. Upsets her, you know what I mean? But I don't think this is fixable. Transitional support is money that one gives another whose their contribution was housework, household duties, and their other contribution was finances. I don't think that ever happened here. I think you both contributed equally, or depending on what his financial status was. And so I really can't give you transitional support. I can't give you my best wishes, though. Good luck to you both. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Gregory and Mariza agree with the judge's ruling and have moved on with their lives. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.